Anxiety-free TV.
Hey guys, so since we are still in quarantine, I wanted to talk to you about feeling isolated or alone or depressed. So with the help of Med Circle and Dr. Sue Varma, here are some ways to overcome feelings of loneliness.
I mean, to have a compassionate listener or to
be
one.
the one.
Oh, absolutely.
That's how I want people to view it.
Yes.
Is you're not, well, I'm taking one for the team here.
Yes.
Yeah, what an honor.
Yes.
That
That's such a great
somebody
way.
else
Yes.
has that type of trust in you.
Yes, trust and faith in your wisdom, in your judgment, in your sensitivity, in your humility, in your compassion, and to say that, like, I feel safe with you, right? Like in an unsafe world, I feel safe with you. And you're willing to receive what I have, even though it's not beautiful, but it's precious, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we're missing. We're missing genuine connection, human connection on such a deep level, right? That you see me as who I am, without the facade, without the makeup, without the hair. Do you know what I look like, you know, in the middle of the night? And will you be there for me? And that's such a key part of compassion. And empathy is to understand, to love, to accept, but then to assist and to aid as well. By you sharing your story, you encourage somebody else. You gave them a safe space. You're like, this is who I am. This is my story. What's yours? What do you want to share?
Yes.
You gave them space. So I think that's such a big part of bridging that loneliness gap, you know, and loneliness is now being called a public health epidemic because it's not just affecting an individual, it's affecting a whole society. And we're finding that the subjective feeling of loneliness is equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes per day in the way that it affects our health. It increases our risk for heart attack, for blood pressure, for obesity, for depression, for anxiety, for cognitive decline and dementia, and our risk of death. It increases our risk of death by 30%, this subjective feeling of loneliness.
Wow.
So it really is like a wake-up call for us as Americans, and not just in America, but the UK has appointed a loneliness minister for this reason. In San Francisco, there's a hotline that you can call. It's a suicide hotline, but it's also called a friendship hotline, that if you really just need someone to talk to. And you know, the problem with loneliness is that it causes us to withdraw, and it activates a lot of our negative distortions, right? I'm not good enough. I must not be cool and popular enough. I have no friends. I'm unlikable. We tend to personalize. We might blame other people. Why hasn't so-and-so reached out to us? And one of the antidotes of loneliness is actually to reach out and do what's counterintuitive, is to reach out to somebody else and to offer them help. So, you know, if you're talking about a friend that hasn't reached out in a long time, offer them support. You know, it's kind of like when they talk about in networking, don't ask what the other person can do for you. See what you can do for them. And altruism is a big part of the treatment. Altruism, giving back, treatment for depression, for post-traumatic stress disorder, all mental health issues. Part of the recovery is getting outside yourself.
Anxiety-free TV.